Dr. Evelyne, welcome to Peace Followers Lab. Recently, you have presented your doctoral thesis on Pastoral Practice, Economics, and Institution of Sustainable Rangeland Management in Kenya.
Yes.
So, could you please briefly tell us about your research?
So, like you've said it correctly, my research concerned was focused on enhancing land management practices, sustainable land management practices amongst pastoral and agro-pastoral communities, mainly found in the drylands, hence the rangelands management practices.
We know during your PhD work, you have visited field in Kenya. So, what you have learned from your field research?
From my field research, I learned that rangelands are much more valuable than it is generally accepted. They provide a range of goods and services and not mainly livestock production as they are mainly associated with. For example, they are a great source of wood energy and also other forms of biomass energies and renewable forms of energy. They provide valuable ecological services as well as cultural services. So from my visit in the field, I learned that there are so many other benefits derived from these ecosystems rather than just livestock production, which most people know them for.
Okay. What is your research finding that you have found in your PhD thesis?
So in the PhD thesis, I was looking at factors facilitating or hindering sustainable land management practices of these ecosystems. And among the key findings that I found was that information and perception issues is a key factor limiting adoption of sustainable land management practices, such whereby very few people know the risks of land degradation, so they do not know what harm it does. And so from this, you find that many households were carrying out practices that are likely to lead to unsustainable land management practices, that is land degradation, which affects their productivity of these rangelands, mainly livestock production. But as I have said before, these rangelands provide many other benefits, goods and services. So when they affect productivity negatively, they would also be affecting these other goods and services negatively. So information and perception issues is a key factor limiting sustainable land management practices.